Yes, Angelo. Huge big failfish. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last time. God, it feels so much better now. What? What is that? One of those beasts that you must vanquish. What? No, move out of the way. Face it and slay it, Annabelle. Ah! Combat. Cool. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's a giant rat. Well, it's not really a rat. Try stabbing it with your pencil. What? Quickly, Annabelle. Open up items with the selection key. Enter or space to access your weapons. Choose a weapon with the selection key. Choose an enemy with the arrow keys. If it's a multi-battle, hit the selection key with attack. Okay. So I love this battle system. This battle graphics here, these battlers. Looking very nice. Stab him with your crayon. Healing, nothing. So he can't attack. Discard. Ow. Keep track of your health points at the bottom of the screen. Keep fighting. Why aren't you helping? Sorry, I cannot fight in this body. Try using the seeing stone I gave you. It will reveal the beast's energy levels. How do I do that? Calm down and listen carefully. Select your weapon. Highlight your chosen enemy. Click shift once. This shows the enemy's HP. Flavor text. Okay. And any extra useful information. Use this to help you know when to use specific weapons. It's not a rat. Philodenti Ceterior. Okay, so 86 out of 100. Interesting. Guard. To escape battles later, click X until you see attack and escape. The character panel will now disappear for unknown reasons, but don't worry, it'll come back on the next turn. What? What's that all about? Okay, whatever. When you level up, your health will be completely replenished. Status ailments will be cured. It's useful to check your experience points, i.e. EXP, in your menu under stats. Annabelle's party, reap the spoils. 10 XP, EXP gained. Cool. It's an interesting battle system. I think it's perhaps a bit clunky how you have to go into items to execute your standard attack. I think maybe having an attack command would be a bit quicker and easier, but it's interesting. You just killed a Philodenti Cyterior, the lesser species of child eaters. Wow. It was gonna eat me? So that was the pedo bear's job. There are 4 types of monsters. I will teach you of them as we progress through this realm. What? Can't you just tell me now? I assure you, by the time we meet the next species, you will have already forgotten what they are called. Please don't be deterred. Annabelle, think deterred. Deterred got 2 R's. I think so. Got 2 R's. Seems there's going to be a variety of attacks. Yeah, that's a good thing, correct. You have just shown great promise and strength in this victory. I still hate your V's though. Your V's are the worst. Especially considering your weapon choice. What are these things the rat left behind when he disappeared? It's not a rat, and those are candy fruits. Fruits? Yes, sweets of all sorts used to grow from the trees. While the beasts prey on children, they also strip the land barren, and their malignant presence alters the habitat and weather. It is perplexing that the candy seems unaltered by its prior consumption. Oh, it pooped it out? Ew. But perhaps it's because the beasts' bodies are indeed only supposed to digest flesh and bone. Ew, poopy candies? Poo candies? Well, can I have these? Yes, I would suggest you take them. Wow, they have healing properties. I would think, I mean, it's just my opinion, but I would think if you were to eat something that had been inside an animal or inside a monster, That would not heal you. That would like make you sick. That would make you ill. Step over the candy and press enter to pick them up. Don't you want candy? Candies received. Poopy candies. So I'm gonna say it again. I'm sorry, game, that I maligned you for having no music, because for some reason my music was off. I'm not sure why that was, but I apologize again, just to make that clear, because I did kind of rant on you. Is that a toy chest? I believe so. 5 spinnet found. Monsters drop food, you eat food. This scenario. Unless the monsters were incorporeal. It's nature, it's just nature. 2 band-aids found. Hey, Bayulus. It's Bayulus. Do you think there will be more of these here? It is highly probable. That gives me an idea. Hmm? Well, after all of this, I want to go home. How about I put something in here so we can trace our steps back? Like a trail of breadcrumbs? Sounds like a good idea to me. But how about a candy wrapper? Candy wrapper? But these candies are fruit, right? Huh? They don't have... Wait. Yeah, they do. What the heck? They are encased in a translucent peel that serves the same purpose as wrappers in a packaged candy. What is this? Whatever. Find candies. Click enter on select party member to have them. Okay. Candies are used. A candy wrapper will appear in the key items category and will be necessary to save the game. I'm not sure about this as a mechanic. Like the fact that you have to use one of your healing items to obtain an item to save the game with, I think doesn't seem like it's going to be enjoyable, because if you want to save your game but you don't need to heal, you're going to have to waste a healing item anyway to save the game, so it seems like it's a bit weird. Also, why are there no headings here? Because I'm clicking between different sub-menus of the item screen, but there are no headings. It's weird. Click on a toy chest to use. Click on it, okay. After you put a candy wrapper in a chest, it establishes a save spot, so you can go save there anytime, even without a candy wrapper. Okay. Okay, that's a bit better. That's a bit of a better adjustment to the save system. I think that it's could be okay, but you know, it may be useful to make use of the multiple save slots. If you open a chest and have no candy wrappers at the time, you can go back to it later to save when you do. I'm not sure why they're... Like, it's great to be different, and it's great to try different things in terms of system mechanics, but... I don't know. A kite? How's it going, guys? How's your Saturday going? Hope you're having fun. 4 bouncy with an E balls found. 3 band-aids found. 3 handful of jacks found. Put in a candy wrapper. You have no candy wrappers. Okay, so the enemies are relatively easy to avoid, which is a good thing, for sure. And that's a good thing. A shoe. It's too big for you. Wait, that's a shoe? Doesn't look... Okay, I kind of guess it does look like a shoe. Shoe's too big for you. Yeah, I think that's the idea cracked. I think the idea that she thinks, that the character thinks, is that she's putting these wrappers into the treasure chests as a way to tell where they've been before. So if they're backtracking, they can look in the chests and see that, oh, there's a wrapper in this chest, we've been here before. But I don't know if it's all really working together in terms of a save feature. I don't know if it's quite working and gelling as a save feature. It feels a bit weird to me. That's true, Spooky. That is very true. Yellow rain boots. Hello? Well, the rain boots are possessed. Do they mean Wellingtons, wellies? Come back here. What was that? This game, Magast, is called Domi. I'll just type it in the chat for you, for you guys. Domi. And it's weird. It's weird. Makes boo-boos go away. Restores 25 HP, okay. Projectilis, bouncy ball, good for throwing at enemies, one-time use items. Well, I've got 12 of those. Man, I've got 12 bouncy balls. I got a lot of balls. Good for throwing at enemies, one-time use items. Try that. 28. Cool. Healing. Nothing. Bouncy ball up your ass. Knuckle bones and a ball. Scatter spiky jacks to hurt your opponent each turn. One time use only items. Stab you with my crayon. Not dead yet. Crayon. Finishing move. Crayon. Tilitatis. God, this thing is tough. It's got a lot of HP. There we go. Annabelle's party, reap the spoils. 10 XP. Cool. Oh, Trivial, you like the style of this game? I think the style is really interesting, like the graphical aesthetics and stuff. The aesthetics, the graphics and the visuals are top notch. I really think the graphics are great. All custom, all original content, very unique and very, yeah, really impressive. I'm not sure whether the entire game is really drawing me in and making me feel engaged in the game, but I think that, yeah, it's definitely got its own personality and its own style, and that is commendable, because it's going to set it apart from other games, so I think it's a good thing. But I'm just not sure if I'm really getting excited by this game right now. Well, go ahead. What? You were quite swift up until this entrance. Are you afraid of something? The harpsichord. Of course I'm afraid. What are you afraid of? Just, I know I need to go through here. There's nowhere else to go. Nowhere is like one word, I think. Besides, I need to find some big monsters and save the world and blah blah blah. But this looks so dark. And I just don't think that a stupid pencil is enough to protect me from giant black 8-eyed rats. They're not rats, and you've been doing exceptionally well. Be confident. Nice, I like the artwork. I think it's nice artwork for sure. Do you like it? Music's not bad, yeah. It's a bit kind of like Discordy, you know. Weird. More bouncy balls. It seems like bouncy balls are going to be quite common drops for the chests, so... And 2 handfuls of jacks found, so I'm going to have a lot of... Wow, and a band-aid. No. So it seems like I'm going to have quite a lot of attack items to use, so I don't have to worry about my attack items running out too much. Which is a good thing. It's great to have different options in combat and not to feel like you are limited in what you want to do. Bouncy ball. Let's try this. 14 plus jacks. I think that the bear character, by Lulus, is a bit redundant at the moment because, apart from healing, which I should probably be doing in a minute, but apart from healing, there's nothing much he does. Like, he doesn't do anything, so it's a bit like you've only really got one character in battle. Like, at least give him an attack command. Even if it's a really weak attack command that does like very low damage, at least something, you know, because otherwise he just stands there and watches like a pervert. More bouncy balls and jacks, and don't have a candy wrapper right now. Do I have any more candies? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's use a candy onto you, and then let's save here. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Spooky. You did say that, but... still feels a bit weird to me. Knuckle bones and a ball scars. I wonder what the Jack's status effect... Okay, Jack's is a slip over time, damage over time effect, so... might do that next time. Candies found. Handful of jacks found, 5 bouncy balls, 5 band-aids, so I'm getting a whole lot of items, which is good, it's good. Wow, 2 rats? Okay, let's be serious now. Let's take these guys seriously, no more joking around. Internet. Gotta concentrate. 2 shadow rats appear out of nowhere. So we need to heal up Annabelle with a Bilulu bear guy. Let's use, first of all, let's do this spinny thing, because that's going to put damage over time onto one of the rats. So let's put damage over time onto this first rat. Let's use the bear to use the band-aid, because I've got tons of those, onto the girl. 6, 9. Let's put damage over time onto the other rat as well, to start to wilt down his HP. Let's just, let's use another band-aid because she needs it anyway. Then let's use your ball on the first one. You can just guard. Okay, ball again on this one. You can... band-aid. Guard. Byleless needs to give her the Byle deal. It's a funny deal. Didn't know it was very cool touch. The pitch was raised, I assume it's because there are 2 enemies. Ah, really spooky. The song slightly changed. Interesting, you guys. Interesting. Let's use our crayon and hopefully finish off this rat. Oh, fingers crossed. Yay. Awesome in my head math skills. What I'm hoping is that after this encounter, I'm going to get a level up and my HP and everything is going to be restored automatically. So I'm hoping I don't have to use another healing item on Annabelle, because I hope she's going to get healed up anyway from the level up. EXP gain. Do I get a level up? Do I get a level up? No level up? Ah, yeah, level up. Annabelle is now level 2. That's what I planned for. Thank you, game. So let's just check that her HP has been indeed restored. Yes, it has. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I like this combat system. It's a side view combat system, which I'm a huge fan of. Side view battlers and stuff. I love that. I think it's so much better. Even though there's not a lot of movement in terms of the battlers, it's still quite interesting. There's options of different things to do and different kind of skills or items, and I think that, yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's a bit kind of monotonous and it's a bit kind of repetitive. There's not like a huge amount of strategy involved, but I think it's still fun. I think it's still enjoyable. But yeah, that massive health boost, huh? Like the pedo bear can guard. Yeah, because the enemies don't even target the pedo bear. Yeah, they never attack. They never attack the bear. So it's a bit kind of weird. This whole game is weird. Yeah, you want to get wrecked too? Pedo bear, too strong. Get some more items here. 3 bouncy balls, 2 band-aids, don't have any candy wrappers. Yeah, I actually think the save feature is not the best kind of mechanic for saving, because generally, like, I don't know, I just don't think it's fair to have to make the player use a healing item to have even the option to save. I think the player should be allowed to save regardless, or if you're going to have an item that's required to save, then at least make it an item that isn't useful for anything else, like an ink ribbon in Resident Evil. But don't make the item to save something else as well, like a healing item. So, I don't know, for that. It's that yellow thing there. Oh, it's the wellies. She looks like a geisha. She looks very gay-sha. Get away from me. No, I want to talk to you. Are you a monster? This game is effed up. This game is nuts and I love it. I do like it, actually, I do. What? Of course not. Do I look like a gross tentacly rat? Tentacly rat? Rats have tentacles now? When did that happen? Guys, when did that happen? When did rats have tentacles? Did they have tentacles before? They're not rats. I'm lost here. This teddy bear. Byless. Took me down here because he says I need to save this place or whatever. And he isn't doing anything to help me. Oh, that is simply untrue. I want to know what's going on. What are you? I'm a kid. Okay, why are you invisible? The monsters. Oh, okay, I get it. There's a kid in those shoes. It's not just a pair of disembodied shoes walking around. There's an actual person inside the shoes walking around. Got it. Turn invisible to stay hidden from these monsters. But don't the boots give you away? So are you naked, apart from your wellies? Is that what's going on here? The monsters aren't that smart. They'll recognize a body, but they don't give a pair of shoes a second glance. I had to get rid of the rest of my clothes, but I don't want to hurt my feet on this tough ground. So how do you get by? You have a big red bowl and a white nightgown. You stick out like a sore thumb. Well, my bear here told me to bring a weapon with me before I came. So I've been fighting them off myself. Really? Yeah, the whole reason he dragged me down here is to kill these things and find their master. Or something like that. Don't you get hurt? Duh. Especially since my only weapon choice was a stumpy pencil. It actually works though. As it turns out, when the beasts die, their bodies leave behind healing candy fruits that I've been able to aid her wounds. Candy. This dialogue is starting to drag on for me. Like it's going nowhere. Like there's too much redundant dialogue. You need to make sure your dialogue is, that each dialogue box is like new information, or at least important enough to repeat. Like so, you know, move it forward. Don't you know what that is? I thought you lived here. No, it's just, I thought it was all gone. This place wasn't always a rocky canyon. It used to be a big valley with lots of candy and water. That was before the monsters. Do you have any left? Yeah I do. Could I have some? Alright, so am I gonna give this invisible, welly wearing child some of my candies or whatever? Probably. What's in it for me, bitch? And what will you do for me? What? It's my candy. What are you gonna do in return? Tit for tat. Show me your tit, and I'll show you my tat. Well, I can help you through this cave. Really? How so? I don't just turn invisible. I'm really, really strong. I can move big rocks around. Yeah, what's in it for me? I live in secret nooks in these caves, hidden by stones and boulders. He is lying. I know for a fact you can't do that. Excuse me? You said you need to find this master of these monsters, right? I know where it is, and it's outside the other end of this cave. But I've blocked off the path to keep the monster from coming in. I mean, sometimes they'll manage to get in, but anyway. The dialogue is too rambling. It goes on for too long. It slowly holds out a sweet, unsure of where to do so. Oh god. Aim up, Annabelle. Just aim up. You do not want to stick your candy into the wrong orifice, the wrong body hole. Just make sure that you're aiming a little bit upwards, and feels their cold hand brush against hers. Candy is whisked into the air and disappears with a crunch. Thank you, alright. I'm so impatient. Yeah, I kind of am. Spooky. Sorry. Ta-da! Jazz hands! Wow. You are strong. Come on. Is the Whaley's gonna be a party member now? Oh, by the way, what's your name? Annabelle. I'm Shelby. Shelbyville? I'm not done with you yet. Annabelle, do you think you can carry me on your back for a while? What? It's difficult walking on these short, cushy feet. Okay, fine. Oh, cute. That's really cute. I like that a lot. Custom sprite for the bear on her back. I like that. It's nice. That's cool. Cute. It looks like he's strong. Nice. I like the fact that you've got different stepping animations for your different ground types. That's a really great feature. It's really cold in here. Yeah, I know. I'm the naked one here. Good. I like that line. Anyway, let me show you the next path. exhibitionist. You just... Here, you try opening it. I like the music too. I do like the music. I think it's nice. But I'm not as strong as you. This wall is actually brittle. Mostly just smashed rocks and gravel smushed together. Just give it a push. Annabelle pushes against the stone wall and it crumbles to reveal a tunnel opening. See? Easy. Let me go first. You lead the way, Wellies. Is there anything else here that I can get? Thing? Okay. Let's make some progress. Is there gonna be puzzles in this game? I hope not. Okay, the smaller rocks on the left are pretty light. You should be able to move them out of the way easily. I thought you were supposed to help us by moving the rocks. I'll move the big rocks. You do the easy stuff. I want to go play in some puddles. Avoid those puddles! Avoid them! Let the naked kid hold you. Ew, naked holding? It's cute, it's cute. It would be even better, I think, if you had some kind of a splash animation here. Just a small animation that was splashing water. It would be nice. Is that it? Can I move now? Hooray! Why did you make me move rocks if you were just gonna do it anyway? Just wanted to see if you could do it. Don't underestimate me. Don't you know who I am? I'm Hunting Swan, goddammit. Music is good. Music is good. Where are we now? Just a tunnel. We're heading to my first puzzle. Oh god. Okay, gird your loins. Gird those loins. Just a tunnel. We're heading to my first puzzle room. I'm scared. Puzzle? Yeah, it gets boring out here when there's no one else to play with. You gotta have hobbies. No one else to play with? I don't know, Spooky. I don't know. Let's go. I want to show you the puzzle. I hope it's easy. Please make it easy. Not like that coloured orb puzzle. You guys remember that coloured orb puzzle from that game that I can't remember the name of? But yeah, that was tough. Band-aid found. No. Oh wait, yeah, I better save here. But here, you see, here is the problem with the saving mechanic, because currently I have full health, and so I have no reason to use a candy for healing my HP, but if I want to save, I have to use the candy to save. So that's why, for me, the saving mechanic is really not a good one. Better check. Yeah, I don't have a candy wrapper, so use that. Oh! Wow, that's even worse. That is even worse, because if you have full HP, then you can't use a candy to, you can't use a candy. So that means you can't get a candy wrapper to save with. That is really bad. That is a bad design choice, because, you know, yeah, it's not good. No need to save. Puzzle can't kill you, right? Don't know, Beale. I'm pretty bad at them. I could maybe die from puzzle exhaustion. It's not unheard of. Here's my first puzzle. It's kind of a maze of sorts. There's a tunnel opening in the upper left corner of the cave, and I can help you this time. Gee, thank you for offering to do what you already said you'd do in the first place. Snarky, I like it. More bitchiness, please. Up the bitch factor. Annabelle, don't be rude. Hey LIG, how's it going, man? Just move the right rock. Give me some space to move around you. And then I'll move the next rock. You've already solved it. Shut up. BL needs to be a main character in the new Bogus Journey. BL was kind of a main character in the original Bogus Journey, Angelo. He was only, he was one of 4 playable characters, so, you know, I think he was kind of pretty high up there in main characterness. But yeah, that's what I originally planned to do for Bogus Journey, because the Bogus Journey DLC ends with Beale and Gaguni stranded in some kind of desert area, and the next part was going to be they were going to be the 2 characters exploring that area, and yeah, so that was what was planned, but I just didn't have. It's not that I didn't have time, but it's like I'm trying to concentrate on making a game I can sell commercially, so I can't sell Bogus Journey commercially because it's based on real life people. So yeah, I had to kind of not do that and not pursue that, but that was what it was originally going to be, and vice versa. It won't take that long. Don't be shy to talk to me if you need anything, okay? Alright, so I can only move the small rocks. So am I still on screen? Not made enough. Is that a small rock or a medium rock? It's only this one, right? I can move first. I think I can move this one too. I can't. Darn it. Darn it. No. Can't move this one. Wait, what? What's happening? Okay, that's cool. I like that. Co-op play. You did it! Yay! Solved it! Touch and go there. Trivial final boss. Wait, what? Trivial confirmed the final boss. In the Beale and Gaguni section, it's so funny because around that time was the time that I was first starting to watch Indra's videos. So if you don't know who Indra is a YouTuber who also streams RPG Maker games and is extremely harsh on them and has a very high standard of what RPG Maker games should aspire to be. And I just started watching her videos and I thought she was such a crazy person and so full of personality and stuff that I really wanted to add her into Bogus Journey, because Bogus Journey is an RPG Maker game. So I wanted her to be in the game, like judging the game from inside the game. So I wanted her to be saying, oh, this game is rubbish, this game is terrible, the graphics are terrible, the gameplay is terrible, in the actual game. And I wanted her to be a boss that Gaguni and Beale would have to fight. And I was imagining her to be like saying all this stuff, because I was going to rip her sound clips from YouTube and have them in the game and stuff. And yeah, so I had a lot of ideas, but it never happened. Honey. Brr, it's getting really cold in here. How are you not freezing? I already told you, I'm cold too. If you could see my nipples, they would be pert. Especially since I lost my blanket and all of my clothes. Okay, I need to know, how did that even happen? It was quite a while ago. I was running from the monsters. But when I turned invisible, of course they could still see my clothes. Is Lord still watching your streams? Oh, Lord Squirrel, I don't know. Sometimes Lord Squirrel comes and goes. He's what do you call it? Flaky, like that. He comes and goes. When I was finally being able to escape from them, they went and attacked my clothes, smelling me on them or something. Like I said, they're not really that smart. Can you quest? Did you a massive dork you? Can you quest? It's a little weird, knowing you're running around naked. Well, what else am I supposed to do? What happened to that blanket you were talking about? I lost it when I was out climbing a tree one day. I thought I saw some candy growing on a top branch, and I had the blanket wrapped around me. Then I heard a really loud... I feel like the dialogue in this game kind of rambles on, and there are some great lines, and some funny lines. Shush, Digi. Stop messaging me. I feel like there are some, like, great lines that are funny, and then a lot of it is just kind of like blah 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 rambling on. So it's kind of like hit and miss for me, this dialogue. And I looked over and saw a glimpse of a giant tentacly monster, as well as some of the smaller ones. While jumping down, my blanket got caught on one of the branches, and I haven't gone back there since. It's actually where I'm taking you. So you saw the Beastmaster? Well, I told you I knew where it was. Anyway, let's go now. The sooner we get out, the sooner you won't have to be in this cold cave. If I still had the blanket, I'd let you use it. Band-aid found, bouncy ball found. It's been quite a while between encounters. I haven't had any fights for a while. What's going on? You're trying to hem me in here? This one is a little different. To open the path, you must push the small rocks on top of the big pebbles. You must push the small rocks on top of the big pebbles on the ground. How did you even do that? Lots of work. If you mess up a lot, come back to me and I'll put it back together. Can't you just do it all yourself? Why are you making me work this hard? Because to be honest, it's fun. It's fun to watch you solve my puzzles. I'm aware. Oh, I better go. I was lost in thought there. Okay, so what do I have to do? You have to push the small pebbles onto the big rocks or something? I don't even know how that works. Like this? Is that right? I don't know what I'm doing. Squash the wellies. Wait, what do I do? So easy. So easy. Did you mess up? I think so. What did I do again? Just move the small rocks. So these ones. Wait, no. It's like these ones. It's like this side of the one. On top of the pebbles on the ground. So these things. So these ones go on to these ones. Right? Okay. But I think I messed up. Maybe not. Is that right? Okay, now I've definitely messed up. Yeah. Oops. Hurrah! My arms are getting tired. Having you on my back isn't helping. Yeah, shut up, you guys. Do not dramatize. I'm not even very heavy. Let's get moving. I solved it, okay? Only took me 2 tries. It's not bad for me. Oh, we're going this way? Okay. Wait for me, bitch. Got a bear on my back. Can't run very fast. He's kind of heavy and fat. Ugh. Shelby. Hey. Yeah? I'm getting really tired. Can we sit down for a moment? Oh. Oh, sure. So, what's wrong? I'm just tired. And in pain, of course. There are monsters. Actually, we haven't had a monster for quite a while, so that dialogue line doesn't really work because we haven't had a fight for a long time. There are monsters around every corner, and if they and they may not look like it, but these things have sharp. They have sharp everything. What did you do to the monsters? I don't think they've done anything else except for attack you. Sharp everything? Yeah, I know. Also, my feet hurt from walking around on rocky ground without shoes. And now you're making me push rocks around. Oh, sorry. I worked really hard on these, you know. And there hasn't been anyone around for so long to play them. Yeah, I know. It's whatever. It's like whatever. So how are you not all tired out? Well, I kinda am. I don't think kinda has an apostrophe after it. But mostly just because I'm so hungry nowadays. But I'm pretty naturally strong and energetic as it is. Yeah, I've definitely noticed that. I have never ever seen a kid as strong as you. Most kids here are just as strong as me. Don't you mean were, not are? Past tense, bitch. Annabelle. What? We used to live in tree houses, back before the valley died. Suppose all the tree climbing and stuff like that made us stronger than the kids that lived on the ground. They would make little huts out of branches, but I've always liked climbing trees. Oh, yeah, I noticed there were a bunch of old trees with wood planks on them. Were those the tree houses? Mm-hmm. They all got wrecked. No. Oh god. They all got wrecked? The tree houses got wrecked. They all got wrecked by the monsters and the kids ran away. And the ones that didn't run away. Can't tell what's going on with them. Just give them some time. Well, we should get going. Get wrecked. Are you feeling better? Yeah. Guess I'm good to go now. I've got to give this game credit, and I've got to say to the game that I think it's done really well. I mean, I think if it had the music on at the start, the opening of the game might not have been as annoying as it was, but I still think the opening of the game was a little bit flawed. It wasn't quite as engaging as it could have been, but now that I've given it a chance and I've played a little bit of it, I feel very engaged into the game, and I feel very drawn into the game, and I feel like it's I'm enjoying it, and I feel like I've been hooked in a way. I feel like I'm hooked on the line, so I think it's a good job on that score. But I don't like your saving feature. I don't approve of this. Oh, you have to use a candy to get a candy wrapper and then you can save. I don't like that, because I can't even save right now, right? I can't even save if I want to now, so don't like that. Oh god, really? Let me save. This one is similar to the last. You have to push the small rocks to the correct size of the small stalagmites. Okay, you don't need to get defensive. I'm not getting defensive. Here's the hint anyway. Look at the pebbles. Let me open it up first. Teddy isn't in the party anymore. Teddy, I think, is on her back. Oh, Teddy's not in the party? Oh, yeah. Teddy is not in the party. Interesting. Good spot, Angelo. Just move a little bit to the left so I can block the exit, please. Why do you need to block the exit? It's a bit creepy. Yeah, cracked. That's definitely a problem that I experienced before when I tried to save. Like you can't use a wrapper. You can't use a candy to get a candy wrapper if you've got full HP, and it's a real big problem. It's honestly it's a big problem with the saving feature. Like last time, if you need any help, come talk to me. This is such BS. You are so full of it, man. You are so full of shit. You're making me do all the work while you go and stand in the puddle and splash around and have like a gay old time. That's not fair. That's not distribution of labor. That is like, I'm your slave. I'm your bitch. And I'm not. I'm no one's bitch. Wait, what do I have to do? Something wrong. What did I do again? See those 3 small stalagmites? Oh yeah. The small rocks need to be moved to the correct side of each one. Right up next to them. To know which side, use the pebbles as a guide. And it rhymed. I suggest you first move the small rocks on top of the pebbles. Already done it. Yeah. Figure it out from there. Okay, so is that the wrong? Oh, that's the wrong side, I think. Darn it. Reset. Messed up. I think this one goes on this side. I think this one goes on this side. And this one goes on this side too, I think. Alright, let's get out of here. Boss fight? We haven't had a fight in ages. Aha, here we go. Yeah, what is that doing here? I thought you said they couldn't get in here. It's like Chinese water torture, the constant drip, 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 drip. Said that they sometimes get in. I may have forgotten to close some of the exits before. Oh no, did I forget to block off something? This time too? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, just please get rid of it. Also, you're not even a party member. The wellies are not even a party member for extra combat options. It's kind of disappointing. You can't fight them yourself, right? Well, yeah, but don't be afraid. You know you can defeat it easily. It hurt us, please. Let's go. Just another one of these guys? Really? Wait. At least I can save after this. Already cracked. Bouncy ball. I'm pant pant. There, I did it. It's dead. She's panting. Thank you. Okay. Okay, come on, we're almost out. Shouldn't you go check to see if you left any paths open? That laughing is getting really annoying. Ha 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 the whole time. I can go check later. First things first, you need to get out of here. Besides, there probably aren't any other monsters in here. Okay, this time it's definitely not my fault. It just is silent. Band-aid found. Put in candy wrapper. Need to use the candy wrapper first. Need to use the candy first to get the candy wrapper, and then I can put the candy wrapper inside the chest. That's the sequence of events here. Cool. Is the only way to get those expendable items by progressing, or are they also monster drops? I'm not sure if the monsters are dropping any items, Angelo, but I think you have to get them from chests and stuff, and then you can save. But I think I'm going to call it a day here. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day here. So thanks for watching, everyone. 'Cause I'm getting a bit hungry. I'm getting kind of hungry. Um, for this game, I think this game, okay, it had kind of a bad start because I kind of derped myself out and I had my music off, which was entirely my fault. I hold my hands up to that. But I think the opening was a bit, it didn't quite open with as much presence as it could have had. It was a bit like lackluster and slow to get going. But I think once you got into the main game, I think it really draws you in, and it's got a lot of charm, it's got a lot of charisma, it's got a lot of style. Graphically, it's unique. It looks very different from any other RPG Maker game. Um, combat is pretty, combat is pretty enjoyable. It's a bit basic though. It could do with having some more options, other skills. Maybe skills that don't require items to use. Um, you gotta fix the saving system. The saving system is not a nice one. It's just full of crap, and I think you should change it. Um, that's my own personal opinion. I mean, maybe other people feel differently, but I think you should change it into something that's a bit more easy to do, uh, for sure. And music is good. Puzzles are good. The puzzles are my kind of puzzles because they're not hard. They're easy and they're straightforward, and yeah, it's like my level of puzzles. So I definitely appreciate the easy puzzles. And yeah, pretty impressive.